Try being still. Right now. Try for a moment to restrict your impulses to move or shift, even the slightest bit. How does it feel? Unnatural? For as long as we've been around, we've been compelled to move. We've designed countless innovations in the realm of mobility, starting with the wheel, and like the universe, expanding infinitely forever to technologies that make us faster, stronger, and take us further. And with each new advancement, our societies have evolved. Our consciousness has broadened, and the things we label possible have changed. But in the past 60 years, a new arena has emerged, one with immense potential to become the new frontier of the mobility revolution.
My name is Jared Wallace, and I'm training right now for Tokyo 2020. I run track and field for the United States Paralympic team, 3-time world champion, 4-time world record holder, and this will be my 3rd Paralympic Games. I started running going into high school, and I was pretty good at it. I also just loved it. Just the training process and everything that went into preparing for the race. It has set the foundation for how I approach most things. I was 16 years old when I started having issues with my leg. Pressure built up in my calves, and the pressure was cutting off nerve function and blood flow to my foot. 2 years and 10 surgeries later, ended up in amputation. I came across Paralympics, and I came across Paralympic track and field, and I started watching people run with prostheses on, and then I came across the world record list, and I'll never forget, I called my parents' room, and I pointed at the screen, and I said, my name is gonna be on this list. I was the favorite going into 2016 into the Rio Paralympic Games, and I get there, I unfortunately got sick. There was just some storms that I didn't weather. But if you set goals, you set dreams, and you let those fuel you, when problems come up, you just have this yearning to get to your goal. When I left Rio, I got on a plane and I wrote down where I wanted to be in 2020.
Tell me about how you met Ken.
Ken's a crazy man. So Ken reached out to me via Facebook, actually, after Rio 2016, which was really weird for me because I ended up getting, it was like 5th or 6th, I don't even remember what place I finished, which is kind of funny. And he said, my name's Ken Endo, founder of Cyborg. We're trying to develop the fastest blades for the fastest athletes in the world, and we want to work with you. I kind of said, hey, send me a blade and let me run on it, and if I feel like it's something we can work with, then we'll talk.
Yep, I think it works.
で、彼が来てくれた時には大体僕らのことを調べて分かっていてくれたんですね。
The blade just needs to come back more.
で、技術的に義足がどこが問題でどういったことを考えているかっていうことを話してくれたんですね。
It was less about trying to better control the blade. It was more about trying to understand what was going on in his mind and why he designed it the way it was. The more I could understand what he was thinking, the better I could communicate to him what I was feeling.
It definitely feels a little bit better than before. Like I wasn't getting that kickback.
そういったことに興味持ってくれるアスリートがいてくれて本当に嬉しいなと思いました。
The first time around, I was like, this is special. This could probably work.
Jared and Ken have been able to create this team together that's really built on mutual respect. Ken is this incredible engineer who's really forging a path in technology in the prosthetics world. And then you bring in Jared, who's an expert in his sport and at the top of his game. And they're really able to advise each other and work together to create so much more than they would be able to do apart.
To be able to have an opportunity to work alongside an engineer, the CEO of a company, was just kind of like, I've never been given this opportunity in anything before. And if there's one thing that I've learned in the past 7 years of my career is that great things only happen when great people get together and go after a crazy dream.
The first statement of the Critical Engineers Manifesto reads as follows. The critical engineer considers engineering to be the most transformative language of our time, shaping the way we move, communicate, and think. It is the work of the critical engineer to study and exploit this language, exposing its influence. When you ask Ken what's missing from the conversation around the Paralympics, he tells you about Formula One racing and how massive amounts of resources are spent to develop the fastest, most durable, and most fuel-efficient car to cross the finish line first. Those technologies developed around sport can then trickle down to the vehicles that ordinary people purchase at the car lot. That, he says, is what's missing from the Paralympics. If we're spending all this time and energy developing these powerful, efficient prosthetics, what good are they if ordinary people can't access them?
まず基本的に人間の尊厳、人間としてやっぱ生きていくためにやっぱ二足歩行っていうのがベースにあって、誰でもやっぱ二足歩行できるべきだっていうのがまず一番根源にあります。はい。
はい。
はじめまして。
はじめまして。
で、僕なんかロボティクスかメカトロニクスなので、やっぱりエンジニアリングじゃないですか。はい、それと同時にやっぱり困ってる人いっぱいいるので、はい、もうやっぱどんどん世に出していきたいので、
病気はマッスルディストロフィー、ミオシミオパチアメリカでは言われてます。で訪問させていただいて、それからちょっと歩かせてくださいということになりましたね。
これも来年から製品化のプロセスに入ります。
車椅子にずっと座っていると目線が低いんですね。はい、こう目線が上に行くことで結構気持ちが前向きになりますよね。普段とはやっぱり違う目線で、なおかつ歩いてるっていうところが、やっぱりなんて言うんだろう、人生において前向きになれるような、病気に負けないというか。
やっぱり僕は本当使ってくれる人が評価してもらえるようなことがやっぱ正しい評価じゃないかなと思ってやってるんですけどね。はい、
すごい共感します。あるタイミングで子供に会ったんですね。で、足がない子供で、僕もその義足を履きたいって言われた時に、我々はそのトップアスリート、大人向けの義足しか作ってなかったので、彼に対して何もできなかったっていうのが一つの、きっかけになってます。
結局長さとか全部変えないといけないのが難しいところなんですよね。慣れちゃえば自分でできるようになってくるんですけど、ちょっと履いてみて、ちょっと立ってみて。
こういった子供が走るために一番適した環境を作りたいというふうに思って作ったのがブレイドライブラリーですね。
When I had the opportunity to begin working with Ken and saw this blade library, he took this really big problem of equal access to very expensive technology and gave an opportunity to people in a very cost-effective manner, $7 an hour to rent one and just go without worrying about a thing.
カーボンファイバーのマテリアルがものすごい高いというのと、それを作るためにはですね、人が積層構成という積層を自分の手で作っていかなきゃいけないんですね。なので個人個人に合わせるというのとカーボンの量産体制というのが相反するものなので、なので一つはその荷重が耐えられるような素材があるかどうか、あったとしてもそれが今までの従来のカーボンファイバーを作るような素材に対して価格的に優位性があるかどうかっていうところが気になります。
Good job.
はい、よくできた。よくできた。すごくよかった。
I'm thinking maybe just can we rotate the whole foot?
ここね、ちょっとね、少しね。
There's no doubt that there are people right now that if they had a running blade, they would use it, but the fact that they can't afford it is what's restricting them. Ken's ability to design the blades that he's designed and create this blade library has really created this passion inside me of finding ways to allow them to take that joy home with them.
See here?
究極の義足は安くてでも個人個人の身体とか体重とかに合わせてアライメントが簡単に調整できるものだと思ってます。
Run one more time. And go! It's better.
で個人個人に合わせて大きさも個人の身長とか体重に合わせて作るっていうような技術があるんだったらそれが本当に個人のカスタマイズされた義足を作れるような資本になり得るかなと思ってます。でも彼がやっぱりああいうキャラクターなのでものすごいファミリーを大事にしてるなっていうのもすごい感じましたし。それと同時にサイボーグというコミュニティがものすごい彼にとっても大事にしてくれてるなということを感じてすごいやりがいがあるなというふうに思ってます。
I definitely enjoy people that are looking beyond because I get it. I get it. I'm doing the same thing in my own world. It's been amazing just to see how we've connected so many people together. It takes a team and a family to achieve great dreams, and I want to be a part of this family. I want to help create this footprint in the world.
It's all about the cost of the blade, I think. If we could make the cheaper one that works, affordable blade will change the world.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. If we can get access to materials and to find a way to make them faster, make them cheaper, you know, see if they're as durable. And eventually you give an opportunity for a blade library to be in every major city in the world.
The biggest challenge from my perspective is we have to find the right people who want to build this bridge, resources and money to figure out this process of creating running blades in a more cost-effective manner. And I think what we potentially could learn from doing that can funnel through the rest of the industry in challenging the industry to find ways to make more cost-effective functional prosthetics.
東京でオリンピック・パラリンピックがあるしそれに対して目標を設定してみんなで頑張るっていう姿勢はもちろん素晴らしいと思ってますし我々もその努力はしてるとは思うんですけれどももっと言うとその世界最速になるっていうもう最高の栄誉ですよね。それ以上にもっともっと人間の考え方が劇的に変わるようなきっかけを作るっていう大きな目標があってでパラリンピックっていうのはもうそもそも障害者の大会なのでパラリンピックが盛り上がるっていうことは今まで社会的弱者がちゃんと活躍できる社会を作るっていう一つのきっかけになると思うんですね。
The mobility we're talking about is simple. True mobility is being able to have a conversation at eye level, playing basketball with friends, and sometimes even a little healthy competition. But while simple, one's level of mobility can also impact their self-image and the opportunities they may have over the course of their lives. This race isn't just about winning the gold medal in 2020. It's about pushing society forward. Over the next 2 years, Ken and Jared will take their combined expertise and attempt to create a running prosthetic that's accessible to everyone. They'll show us that the Paralympics aren't a second-class event. They're a testing ground for the next generation of innovative technologies that will forever transform the way we move. And that when people come together, it's actually possible to change the world.